I've got the top 10 hottest pickups of the week in fantasy basketball coming up next on Beat the Odds. Don't go anywhere. Hello, sports fans, and welcome back to another episode of Beat the Odds. We're going to go over the top 10 hottest pickups ahead of Week 8 in fantasy basketball. If you like the sound of that, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so that way you don't miss an episode. You can also follow me on TikTok. Now, I want to thank my community for casting 344 total votes, which helped me create this list. Did you miss your chance to vote? Be sure to keep an eye out for more polls coming out later this week. Do you have a burning fantasy basketball question? Ask me on Q. Go to askmeonq.com/beattheodds-NBA, submit your question, and for a small fee, I will personalize your response and send it to your email. It's super easy to do, and it's a great way to get fantasy basketball advice while also supporting this channel. Now let's get into this list here. At number 10, we have Kelly Oubre Jr. Death, taxes, and a 76ers star going down with injury. Those are the things you can count on in life. With Embiid fracturing his sinus by wayward elbow and the electric rookie Jared McCain out with a meniscus tear in his left knee, it looks like the 76ers are going to have to lean on some more scoring from Oubre. He's been active on the boards with 3 straight games collecting 10 or more rebounds. Let's go to number 9. We have Justin Champagny. We featured Justin's twin, Julian, a couple times this season. Side note, Julian makes a great pickup this week as well, but Justin has emerged as a great answer to a depleted Wizards lineup. He will only carry value as long as Kyle Kuzma remains sidelined, but for now, enjoy the nice blend of scoring and defensive stats. Moving on to number 8, we have Obi Toppin. It seems like the Pacers are starting to find their groove again. This year's version of the team is nowhere near the offensive force from their most recent years, but the high flyer Toppin is starting to get some more run in the second unit. He has logged at least 21 minutes in 6 of the last 7 games and has scored in double figures in 6 straight. Ride him while he's hot. Let's move on to number 7. We have Royce O'Neal. With the Suns stars regularly in and out of the lineup, O'Neal has stepped up and offered up some much-needed stability in the rotation. He isn't much of a facilitator anymore, but O'Neal has been fire from deep, hitting at least 4 3-pointers in the last 4 games. O'Neal is ahead of Grayson Allen in the pecking order and should be rostered in more leagues. Moving on to number 6, we have Rui Hachimura. With LeBron out of the lineup while he nurses a foot injury, the Lakers have been turning to Rui to fill the gap. He has responded with solid value over the past week, with a smattering of points, rebounds, and an uptick in stocks. Austin Reeves has returned to the lineup, so it's doubtful that Rui will be counted on for 40 minutes or more going forward. Let's go to number 5. We have Jordan Clarkson. Welcome back, Jordan. After missing the last 7 games with plantar fasciitis, Clarkson returned with a bang on Friday night, popping off for a team-high 23 points and an 8-point loss to the Suns. With Keontae George on a bit of a heater, Clarkson's going to be fighting with Colin Sexton for guard minutes. I expect him back in the high 20s for minutes going forward. Moving on to number 4, we have Peyton Pritchard. These next 4 players, starting with Pritchard, are the must-roster players for the rest of the season, or at least until something drastic happens to change the rest of the season outlook. Pritchard is on a short list for 6th Man of the Year, and he's now contributing more across the board. The fact that he's still available in over 45% of leagues baffles me. Let's go to number 3. We have Ayo Dosunmu. Ayo has been the 7th-ranked player in the entire league over the last 2 weeks. He has been super efficient while being a great contributor across the board. Ayo has always been a solid defender, which makes him borderline rosterable for a while, but when he starts making buckets, he turns into a light version of Jalen Williams. Moving on to number 2, we have Goga Bitadze. Goga is Orlando's silver lining. With the team down Paolo and Franz, they have decided to go jumbo and have been starting WCJ next to Bitadze. Goga has been a solid facilitator as well, which is good considering the team is down their 2 top playmakers, and Suggs is more known for his shooting and defense. If you need a center, get in on Goga. And finally, at number 1, we have Santi Aldama. Santi is proving to be a great glue piece that you can plug in on pretty much any roster build. He won't contribute much for blocks, but he has got both forwards and center positions eligible, which makes him fantastic in head-to-head formats. He hasn't cracked the 30-minute threshold in a while, but he remains extremely productive in the minutes that he does get. And that's going to do it here for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I'm going to sign off for now, but I will catch you guys on the next episode.